Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. Last time we started our first character here, Adara at Bantha, and it seems like the music is a little low on OBS, so I'm just gonna try and get it to a good spot for that. That looks like it's better, maybe? We'll have to see. But yeah, we started our first episode here with Adara here at Bantha, being released from the Imperial prison, and basically being told, hey, you're free, but can you do us a favor and bring this package to a man named Caius for us? And that's kind of earning our freedom. And in this episode, we're going to start off with me I just want to talk a little bit about who Adara is. I talked a little bit about where he was from in the Bantha region of Hammerfell, and he was training to be a sword singer. Now, he never got far into training. He's not too old, about 19 or 20 years old, and he's a really good person. Unfortunately for Adara, other members of his family were not such good people, namely a cousin of his, maybe the cousin who gave him that horrible nickname that we talked to the census officer about. And what happened is that cousin fell in love with an Imperial officer's wife. And they started having an affair.
Where did I put that?
I don't know where you put it. They started having an affair. And it's in secret. And they were going to elope and run away together. However, while they were eloping, something terrible happened. The officer found out about it, and they were being hunted. And the cousin ran to Adara here to try and hide. Now, before he made it to Adara, he got intercepted by some of the Legion guards, including the officer. And a scuffle broke out. And I came to his defense, not truly understanding what was going on yet. I just came to my cousin's defense, and in the scuffle, the Imperial officer was killed. Not by me, not by Adara, but by his cousin. And basically, the cousin was panicking, freaking out. He was going to be, executed for this and all this. And Adara basically said, "Run, I'll take the fall." And that's how it happened. The cousin accepted it, and Adara took the fall for the murder. And yeah, he got arrested, transported to the Imperial City, thrown into the Imperial City prison that we so fondly remember from Oblivion. And he spent probably about 4 or 5 months there before being put on a ship and shipped east to Morrowind. Not really knowing why, and not really understanding what's going on, but he is okay with this, and obviously his conscience is pretty clean. He's a little pissed off at his cousin. But his cousin is hopefully living free with the woman that he loves, even though Adara doesn't really agree with that relationship at all, doesn't think it's going to last. But hopefully he stays out of trouble. And yeah, maybe one day Adara will be able to travel back to Hammerfell and see him. And I think he thinks that even though he's free, he's not really free, right? He doesn't know why he was picked. Maybe it's because he was a skilled swordsman. But he's a little unsure of why he was picked for this, and a little skeptical that these Imperial officers and guards are just going to let him walk free if he decides not to do what they tell him to do. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to be heading to Balmora in this episode. Without much further ado, he's got a weapon. He'll defend himself against any brigands. We don't have the money for the Silt Strider anymore because we decided to buy the sword instead. And yeah. It is 3 p.m., so we should probably stay the night here, actually. Don't think we have any beds anywhere, though. We'll have to find a bed. Maybe Fargoth will let me stay with him. Hey, Fargoth.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
That's all right, Adara. You're not interrupting anything important. What can I do for you? Yeah, Fargoth, I'm actually looking for a place to stay. Would you mind if I stay at your place for the night? Just for the night. Yeah? Your place is over across the bridge? Okay. Thank you, Fargoth. I actually don't know if this is gonna work. I actually don't know if that's where Fargoth is. Maybe he lives around here. No. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be running. See, that little tower is new too, a little guard tower. Alright, Fargoth lives around here. There's Fargoth, that's locked, okay. So we can't do that. Anybody have a place I can sleep? Hey.
Can we hurry this along?
Yeah. Eldafire. It's a pretty name. Okay, well. A lot of diversity here. Just a commoner. Okay. Anything going on around here? Damn it. I installed a mod to fix that rumor, but it doesn't look like it's working. I did read, like, all you have to do is ask about Soul's Time, but we haven't had the hyperlink to ask about Soul's Time yet, so it doesn't really help us here. Need a place to stay for the night. Hey, man. Blutius? So, Adara? No, I'm looking for a place to stay. I just trouble at Fort Frostmoth. Does anybody have a bed? Hey. I'll be happy to give you a little advice. Sure. New here? Take the Sill Strider to Vivek or Balmora. Fast and cheap. No trouble with wild animals and smugglers and bandits and outlaws and everything else. Go see Darvaim over at the Strider Port. Over the bridge and east along the water. Tell her that I sent you. I'm Vadonius Nucius. Vadonius Nucius? That's you? Alright, that's me. If you decide to take the Sill Strider, tell her that I sent you. Alright, maybe I could... Ooh, maybe she'll... How much of a discount are we talking? Surely they're not that expensive, right? If everybody's suggesting them. Let's go see. Sun's going down.
Can we hurry this along?
Yeah, you can see like the fog of this game is very deep. I could turn on like you can increase the view distance, but I don't like that. Morrowind's actually not that big of a map, and they use like all these little tricks to make it feel bigger, give it the illusion of size. And yeah, so the reason why you don't want to walk everywhere is I don't know if you're seeing it. Slowly, my stamina level is going down, but we're pretty quick. That's good. You can make some pretty slow characters right out of the gate. Hey, Darvaim. This is the seaport, village of Sedanin, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Sill Strider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride, or if you're new to Sedanin, I can help you with the local services or anything specific in Sedanin you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look. I'm actually trying to get to Balmora. I can take you by Sill Strider from Sedanin to Balmora. I can also take you to Vivek, Nisus, and Saran. Okay. Tell me about the Sill Striders. Okay, no, we've read that one already. Okay, travel. Ooh. 35 gold to get to Balmora. Well, Vadonius sent us. Oh, yes, he steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow. I don't think he's happy in Vardenfell. Well, why not? Oh, no reason? Did we get a discount? No. Damn it. The heck kind of creature's that out there moving around? Is that a crab? We got slaughterfish there. And slaughterfish in this game will not be like the slaughterfish in Oblivion, I'll tell you that right now. They are deadly. As most things are. Okay. Well, Vadonius, I still can't afford it, but also we have a journal. So this is what our journals look like. So, 16th of last seed, day 1. My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Casadis. To find out where he lives, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius, I must give him a package of documents and wait for further orders. I've also met a Bosmer named Fargoth who claims the Imperials have stolen a ring of his. He would like it back, which I've returned to him, and he was overjoyed to have it back, and promised to mention my name to the trader here in town, Areli. I've heard rumors of an island to the north of Ardenfell. Solstheim, yep. A loan at Aureli's trade house gave me detailed directions to Balmora, which I'm grateful. And Darvaim Laran mentioned that she didn't think Vidonius Nucius was happy here. Was happiest. Yeah, let's ask him if he's okay. Hey, man. I heard you weren't too happy here. Not happy here? In fact, no. No, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment called that fortifies your running. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please? You'll be doing me a real favor. I'm sorry, man. I don't have that kind of money. I understand. I'm broke too. Well, if you come into some gold, think of me. Yes. Maybe. Okay. Where would there be a free bed at? You'd think maybe the tavern might have one, but it didn't look like it did. Maybe up here at the lighthouse? Maybe the lighthouse keeper. They tend to be nice people, right? At least in Bantha they are. To the Sedanine Lighthouse.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do have a bed. Hello. What's going on? If I click this multiple times, it's just gonna give the same thing. Damn, man. Any advice? Well, most Outlanders stick to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions, but you might consider service in one of the Dumber Great Houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and you have to look around hard to find a patron, someone who'll speak for you, help you advance to the higher ranks, but the Great Houses are where the real opportunities are. House Lalu and House Veteran are pretty reasonable. House Tavani, the Wizard House, they're another story. Okay. Any secrets? You're an Outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedric cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra. Moloch Baal, Malakath, Sheogorath, Mehrunes Dagon, at Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites again. And I warn you, these are dangerous places. Okay, I'll try to avoid them. What do you do? I'm a commoner. No, you're a lighthouse owner, or keeper. Anybody in particular here? The trade house. Yeah, not gonna give me anything. Okay, well. Can I sleep here? I do think this game might be like a crime to sleep in somebody's bed. Yeah, can't sleep in somebody else's bed. Damn. Maybe we can get a lay of the land at least. Oop. Yeah, good look of Sedanine here. Guess we could see if a boat takes us somewhere. Maybe we can, I don't know, get to Balmora by boat. Nobody said we could. So I doubt that'll be the case. Those crab-looking things there. Alright, well, I don't know where we're gonna sleep at. Maybe the census office has a bed. I didn't really see one, but maybe they'll let me sleep there? I don't know. I am doing them a favor, right? Although I guess they did me a favor by freeing me, but I'm running a little low on options and sun's setting. Hate to sleep out in the wilderness on my first night out here. I'm just looking for a bed. You guys got a bed anywhere? What's this? Note from Celis Gravius. Here's a list of the prisoners arriving today. Please make sure they are processed quickly and without incident. Name, race, gender, status. Okay. So we got Rurain, Breton male yet to be processed. Thetric, Bosmer male. Turmanin, Altmer female. Giab, Dummer male, yet to be processed. Falcid Abidius, Imperial male. Adara at Bantha, unknown. Interesting. So Giab's the guy we met on the boat. Hope he gets out. Hey, do you have a bed anywhere in here?
Yes, friend.
I mean, can I just sleep in one of these cells, you think? Sure this isn't... Yeah, it's locked. I just need a bed. Somebody give me a bed, please. A backwater town doesn't even have an inn. I guess we'll start going to people's homes. Knock, knock.
Care to tell me what this is about?
Yeah, I need a bed. Anything going on? Who are you? I'm Helvia, mage and evoker of the Mages Guild. Oh. Sorry to disturb you. I'm just really looking for a bed. All you guys want to talk about is Frostmoth, and that's pissing me off. Okay, that one's locked. Locked.
The prey approaches.
No, I'm not prey. Fine Mouth. Hi, Fine Mouth. Anything going on? Okay. Ordrill's shack? Hello. Anything going on? One of these days
we'll
we'll...
walk a fine line, don't you?
No, not really. Is there a bed in here? Nope, no bed in there. Laurel Dram. That's the Halalu girl. I already gone here? Yeah, Fine Mouths. I don't think we're gonna find a bed, guys. Hey, man. Looking for a bed? No? Is nobody in this town kind enough to offer me a bed? Somebody, please. Hey, man. What do you want? Oh, I just wanted a bed. Shit. Oh, you look awesome. Yeah, okay, so we didn't find a single bed. This entire place. Did I go in here? Yes. There wasn't a bed in here, was there?
I'm waiting.
Anybody got a room for me?
What's this about?
That's locked.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Yeah, I know you don't. It's looking like we're just gonna have to go out there and find like a tree to sleep under. It's gonna be rough. That is gonna be rough. It's a nice house. Can I sleep here? The Dunmer? We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. Right? Good to know. Good to know. What is this building? This is part of the census office, right? Maybe they'll let me. Oh, it's locked. Damn. Locked and locked. I'm just gonna check this tower over here. I'm just looking for any kind of hole to sleep in, to be honest. Hello. I'm kind of impressed our stamina's keeping up. Note from Valius. This area is off limits until further notice. Entering without authorization is considered a crime and will be punished according to Imperial law. Valius, Knight Bachelor of the Imperial Legion. Ah, damn it. I'm certainly not going to break the law on my first day here in Morrowind. Alright. Maybe out behind the Red Lantern there'll be... I see a tree back there. It's gonna have to be good enough, I suppose. And kick me out of prison. Don't even... They give me 87 gold. Tell me to travel to Balmora because it's a dangerous province. Can't even give me a weapon. Alright. I don't really think this is the best spot. I guess right here. You need to find a bed to recover your strength. Well, I don't have one. I guess 10 hours? Oh, it's a lot faster than Oblivion. Oh, man. What a rough night. Probably stink to high heavens. I should probably take a bath, huh? But there's slaughterfish in there. Maybe I can just take a dip in this water right here. And just take a little dip. Wash off a bit. Oh. I know I was complaining about the humidity earlier, but I guess it's much less humid than my home of Bantha. Alright. Well, let's head to Balmora. What was the first place to go? Leave the village by the North Bridge, then follow the road east past the Siltstrider Port. Alright. East past the Siltstrider Port.
Make it quick, Outlander.
I'll try. Well, Sedonin, it was nice being here. Could have been a little bit more accommodating, not gonna lie. Sure, we'll be back one day, but gotta get this package to Caius. I don't want them putting me back in prison. It was quite the lucky day when the Emperor chose me of all people to do this, so might as well. Might as well. Alright, so what is this creature, huh? Looks similar to a mud crab, but not like the ones they have in Cyrodiil. Oh yeah, it's a mud crab, alright. Alright guys, time for actual combat. Here we go. There we go, one hit. That wasn't so bad. Huh. Take some crab meat, dispose of the corpse. Alright. Oh, we got a signpost up here. I could probably just follow that, huh? Okay, I got Ebonheart. Balmora's this way. Good morning, Imperial Guard. Good guy here. Ermine's pawn shop. Well, I don't really have anything to sell unless they want some crab meat. Kind of a pleasant morning. A warm glow in the morning air. The heck is that sound? I don't know. Where's Balmora? Oh, right here, Balmora. Alright, well, let's keep going. Yeah, once we deliver this package, we can start looking for work here. I don't know, start trying to find a way back to Hammerfell. But it did say I need to wait for further orders. What is this place? Andrano Ancestral Tomb. Ah. Don't need to start disturbing everybody's dead. Alright. What do we got down here? That's a guar. Not gonna take the risk. Those things are probably pretty dangerous. Actually, hey buddy, are you hostile? Okay, yeah, you're a friendly guar. The guar are so good. I love the guar. I can sip of water. Probably shouldn't actually sip that water. Honest with the guar right there. Had no idea what that was. That water's had in it. Yeah, if you don't have somebody with a lot of stamina like I do, it can be dangerous to run all over the place. So just keep that in mind. If you're new. According to our directions, this should be Pelagiad. There we go. Suppose we should check this place out. The walls are a little bit embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Imperials would be able to do a little better than that. Well, that fort is impressive, that's for sure. Hello. Yes, Redguard. Tell me about Pelagiad. The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Sedanin, and Balmora and points north. And then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon, there's a few shops, a mage's guild, and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. If you didn't know better, you'd think you were in Daggerfall, or some other High Rock town. It does kind of look like High Rock.
But make it quick.
I mean, I've only been to High Rock a couple times across the Iliac Bay, and that was when I was much younger. I should probably also say that, I don't know if I've already said it, and despite like with those questions, Adara didn't have parents, because he doesn't know who his parents are. He was primarily raised by like other sword singers. That's kind of why he spent most of his life there, or in training for that. Hello. Happy to help you, stranger. I'm Kunthar. People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. We don't mind answering a few questions. Awesome. What kind of rumors you got going on here? Gonna start killing all of you.
Don't stand about.
Wanted poster. Warrant for Harold Two Fingers. A Nord known as Harold Two Fingers is wanted for the murder of an imperial tax collector in Caldera, a crime carried out with deliberate cruelty meant to serve as a warning. Witnesses claim the killing was neither swift nor quiet, and that Harold fled the Legion's patrols before the Legion patrols could respond. He was last seen in the area around Pelagiad, where travelers now speak in hushed tones of a lone figure watching the roads. Exercise extreme caution if traveling on your own. Remain on the main road, avoid isolated paths, and seek the protection of a town before nightfall. Angarel, Knight Protector of the Imperial Legion.
Now, where did I put that?
That's dangerous. Dude, look at this guy's armor. Imperial Dragon Knight. Ooh. I like. Halfway Tavern. I guess we're halfway to Balmora. Pop in for a drink. Oh, wow, it's crowded in here. Very crowded. Imperial Marksman. Hello. Yes, stranger? Oh. Tell me about Pelagiad. The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Sedanin. Yeah, we read that one. Would you like to travel together? Maybe get a drink? Look, I hardly know you, Redguard. Let me buy you a drink. Thank you, Adara, very much. Awesome. You travel with me now? I still don't know you enough. Want a bite to eat too? No, just get you drinks. Not with you, no. Oh. Very well. Oh my god. That whistling. Commoner. Here guard. Yakum. What? Yakum? Me? Speak Ashland. Not speak so good, old elf. Sorry.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Imperial Marksman. Samia.
ahead.
What's going on? Fort Frostmoth. Anasi? Anasi listens, Anasi hears. Who are you? Anasi does nothing important. You train? Anasi does not train, because you do not belong to. But Anasi must not say what you do not belong to. Okay. Hey man, nice armor there. We have to help you, stranger. Any rumors? Man, I really need to find out who's going to tell me about Soul's time.
I haven't much time.
What is it, Redguard? Nothing.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
Hello. Food and beds, or both at the same time. Your choice. Ooh, food in bed? You guys do that here? Nice. What kind of food you got? We've got local fare. It's filling and priced to move. We've got the local brews, Grief, Sheen, Mazd, and Sujuma. They're cheap and full of kick. I've got the good stuff too, behind the counter. Cyrodiilic brandy and Flynn. But it ain't cheap. Tell me about your alcohol. What kind of grief you got? The native Comberry brandy is locally called Grief. Grief is a strong stimulant, but like all intoxicants, it tends to impair physical coordination. That is, it makes you feel real strong, but makes you clumsy. And Sheen? Oh, so this is the wine. So that's Grief is brandy, Sheen is wine. Okay. It is a strong stimulant, but using it results in impaired judgment. You gain a lot of endurance, but you won't be very smart. About Mazd. Is a local beer brewed from fermented salt rice, cheap, plentiful, and invigorating. This beverage is very popular despite its dulling effect of wit and judgment. For the price, folks are willing to feel dumb and weak-willed, so long as they feel really strong. Yep, reading's hard. And Sujuma? The local dumber liquor. Sujuma is extremely potent, and indulgence results in elevated spirits and diminished mental faculties. Has a kick like a guar, very strong, and just as stupid. About Cyrodiilic brandy. It's an invigorating and stimulating alcoholic beverage. It's imported and expensive in Morrowind, but it is claimed to have none of the unpleasant side effects of the other intoxicants. I hear it fortifies willpower and endurance. I don't know myself. I save this for paying customers. You've never sampled it? What about Flynn? Imported Cyrodiilic whiskey is called Flynn. This stimulating beverage is imported and expensive, but has none of the unpleasant side effects of the other intoxicating beverages. A sharp boost in strength and willpower is what most people experience. Interesting. How much is all this stuff anyway? Absinthe. Cyrodiilic brandy is 60 gold. That's crazy. Flynn's 80 gold. Oh my goodness. Wait, Grief is the cheap one, right? Or is it Matt's? It was Matt's. Or Mazd. 30 gold for a beer. My goodness. You want some crab meat? For a gold? Sure, I'll take it. Okay.
I really can't.
Let's hear it,
stranger.
What's down here? Metal gate. Okay, they keep all their alcohol. Makes sense. I'm guessing upstairs is the rooms. If there's anybody.
Will you?
Guys, stop shouting in my ear. Nobleman Ladia Florugrius. Training. Not a member? Too bad. Can't train you against the rules. What do you train? Member what?
Let's get this over with quickly.
Alright. Okay, well, there's no reason for me to stay any longer than that. Maybe I don't know, maybe they gave me a glass of water or something. Oh, I think I got a nice little sitting area out here. That's nice. Yeah, no reason to go in the fort. Let's get back on the road. Okay, so from here we got to continue along the road until we get to I think it was a four-way intersection. We can go in the third person while we're running. No big deal. See those lovely running animations. Do you need it? Okay, yeah, we are still going to Balmora. Back road to Pelagiad. Wonder why you would need to go down the back road. There we go. Got some sort of camp. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice a big bull niche there. See, this is the kind of stuff you just don't get in Elder Scrolls these days. These alien creatures, the mushrooms. And you can see why, you know, Shivering Isles was maybe a bit of a callback with the alien mushroom trees. What people praise about this game a lot is just like the alien nature of the world. I must admit, it's one of the things I love about it. Glass bottles. What is this place? No reason to go in there. Don't want to get myself into trouble. Somebody up on the road here. After that wanted poster, we want to be ready for anything. You are a noisy guy, aren't you? Alright, Balmora. Wonder where that road goes. Huh. Hello? Begging your pardon, have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. A bandit nearby? Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business, and suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. You want me to find your jewels? What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nelos Onmar. Oh, no, she's saying Nelos Onmar. A name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me? Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? Listen, ma'am, I'm a little busy, but are you just gonna stay out here on the road until this happens? This is a risky thing. Fine, I'll try to find this man, if only for love's sake. You will? Thank you so. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about living or having to head south, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Please, if you find him, give him this glove from me, as a token of my love. I'm certain he will want to find me again. Alright, well. Oh, is it Q because it's a quest item? That's new. That is new. Okay, cool. It's worth 40 gold. Just saying. Okay. I'm sure the Emperor won't mind me helping a damsel in distress real quick. She's not really in distress, I guess. I guess she's distressed in a sense that she's lovesick. And a strange lady. Get robbed and fall in love with your robber. Guess I'm not one to talk. That's what happened to my cousin, man. Alright. Luckily Pelagiad's not too far away, and I know Nelos. I met him in the bar. There's the guy with the cool leg armor. Oh man, our fatigue. Don't want to get into a fight right now. Hopefully this guy's friendly. Hey man, you're missing a shirt. Alright. Whoa. I didn't even notice you're not on the seat either. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. Hello, you're Nelos, right? I'm Nelos. What do you want? I have this glove for you from a lady named Mari. You have what? How odd. She was a lovely young woman, but what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though, and seemed sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nelos. I must see her again. I won't forget this, friend. A note from Nelos. Yes, just tell her you have one. I think she'll be happy with it. Alright, did he... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he does put the glove on. That's cool. I never really looked for that. Let's see what this note says. No. It's not for my eyes. But I mean, just a little peek. Mari, truly, I was enchanted with you from the moment I saw you. I beg your forgiveness for my past transgressions. Well, I cannot imagine what a woman of your beauty and breeding would see in a rogue such as me. I thank the gods that you have sent for me. I will come to you as soon as I can. Until then, yours, Nelos. I guess they're both happy. Not the worst match. I do wonder where she's from. Maybe she's from Balmora? I mean, if she's from Pelagia, why did she just go to Pelagia? To be honest, why didn't she just make this trip for herself instead of sending me? I guess maybe she thought he'd eventually come back. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand. Oh, you got free from the mushroom. Ah, I mean, there's tentacles. Oh, he's flying right over top of me. Ah! We're okay. Hey. Got a note for you.
Way too many questions.
Excuse you?
How does the day greet you, friend?
I must find that bandit. I believe he's in Pelagiad. Perhaps he'll come back to find me, though. Here, I got a note for you. He gave you a letter to give me? Wonderful, thank you so. I knew that he cared. You know, you didn't have to do all this for me, and I really appreciate it. You're clearly a wonderful person. You should visit my friend, Imuseta Brockett, Brox, and tell Arun. Arun? She's a wonderful person, and I think the two of you would get along famously. All right. Well, good luck to you. I suppose. I'll keep that in mind if I'm ever in Tel Arun. I probably won't. I won't remember that. You kidding me? I probably should walk for a little bit, get my stamina up just in case. Looks like another one of those caves. Not what we're looking for. Alright, it's noon. Hopefully we're not too far away. Sun's gonna be going down soon. Okay. Keep moving. It's crazy how much the climate changes as you move through this island. Oh, got another signpost. This looks like maybe the four-way stop. And the bull netch. Let's see. Saran, Pelagiad, Balmora, Mount Cand, and Molag Mar. Ghost Fence. Alright. So up through here, this must be the Foyo de Mamea. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, pronouncing it correctly. What the heck is that? What kind of weird creatures they got around here? Are you friendly too? Well, scrib. Oh, I've had scrib jelly before. That's what those things look like. Okay. So this is like a lava flow at some point? Damn. Red Mountain's no joke. Oh. I know what you are. Come here, rat. I win. Looks like I'm having rat meat for dinner. This is the way, right? Balmora and Caldera. Yep, perfect. Oh no. Our first glimpse at the fearsome cliff racer. Yeah, this is Fort Moonmoth then, if everything's going according to plan. Like how many Imperial forts they get around here. Yep, Legion Fort. And unlike Morrowind, there are still active ones. It's crazy that there's not like a single, besides like Cloud Roller Temple, which isn't even really a Legion Fort. How many, how there's no like Legion garrison at all. I guess there could be like a lore reason, like the Legion doesn't go into Cyrodiil anymore, but they were Legion patrolmen, so that's not true. All right, that must be Balmora. Balmora. Now that's a city. All right, well I'm glad I came here instead of staying in Saint Anin. Look at this place. Oh, this is a new bridge too. All right. Yeah, the description of the bridge is that it's like 2 short bridges. And I guess Rebirth, this is new since the last time I played Rebirth. They added like one bridge here. Interesting. It's a nice looking bridge. Gotta love that sound. Oh man, it is storming. Let's get in the cover here. Hopefully the gates are open. Alright, Balmora. So we've made it to Balmora. So now we need to get directions to Caius. Okay. He will be your superior. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called South Wall. Okay. I thought we had like a... What is this? I don't know what that is. Should probably sell that. It's probably from a mod. Okay, South Wall. Well, I mean, this is the South Wall of Balmora, so I'm guessing it's along here somewhere. Got a trade house. You could ask in here, or just ask you. Excuse me, sir. Hello, Adara. I'm Gluttus. And this is Balmora. I don't believe we've met. Is there something I can do for you? Tell me about Balmora. That's the council seat of Great House Alalu, and the largest town on Vardenfell except for Vivek City. Located on the Odai River and sitting astride the Aldrun Vivek Road. Balmora is an important mercantile trade and travel center. Hightown is the administrative center, with a temple and manor houses. The shops, guilds, and trade houses of the commercial district are west of the river. Labor towns, modest corner clubs, and homes are east of the river. Okay. Is that where Southwall would be, east of the river? Southwall is a working class corner club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of the Labor Street, owned by Bukola Clausius. Clausius? Who's Bukola? He's the owner and proprietor of Southwall, a working class Balmora corner club, east of the Odai River. Alright, well, thanks, Gluttus. Man. Yeah, so in Vanilla Morrowind, this entire area is like completely empty, which is alright. It's like a big courtyard, which is still kind of cool. But I do kind of like the claustrophobic nature of it in the mod. Alright, so east of Lucky Lockup. East of the river. There's a council club. Looks like the South Wall area in general is just a bunch of clubs. Okay. Whoa. You just teleported, my man.
What do you want?
Nothing. We're good. Alright. So is this part of the cool machine there? Is this would be the... I'm sure they'd have a sign, right? Callan's house. No, that's not it. Oh man, I hope I find this place soon. I'm drenched. There's a sign. That might be it. Grobowl's house. No, not what we're looking for. Southwall Corner Club. Perfect. Hello. You're in Balmora. Go ahead and ask your questions. Yeah, I'm looking for Caius. The old sugar tooth? I'm not sure where he's living now. Ask Bacola, the owner. He'll know. Oh, okay. Where's Bacola? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere. Okay. I'm looking for Bacola. Nice chitin armor. Or chitin
One
armor.
from far away has too much talk.
Hello? Rogue? Hey, Bacola?
Need something?
Yes, you are. No. I'm sorry. I prefer not to chat, Outlander. I have some pressing matters to focus on. Daughters. Vivek? Why would I ask about daughters? Daughters? I heard the rumors about Devith Fear before, including these daughters of his. To hear him explain it, my stomach churns. I have no idea where I heard that information. I just heard it on the streets, I guess. What about Vivek? Our lord or his city? It's always funny when Outlanders fail to make the distinction. Yeah. Very interesting armor. I'm looking for Bacola. We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want? No, I'm looking for a guy. I'm looking for someone named Caius. Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill, on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace. Then you head up right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs and down to the end of the street. That's where his house is. Alright, and you're Bacola, right? Speaking. I'm the owner and proprietor of Southwall. Alright. Well, just take a look around here. Got some sketchy looking people in here, Bacola. Gotta say. Level 100 lock, jeez. A loot. These are the beds. No privacy, huh? That's fine. I mean, I just slept on the ground not too long ago.
Or eat you.
Oh, wow. So, she is a mod. We will be talking to her again. I did not know she was here. It's the first time I've ever used that mod. So I got a couple of companion mods too.
Oh, I'm sure this is important, but I really must go.
One of them is perhaps my favorite mod of all time. That's the Julian the Ashlander mod. I love that mod. So up the stairs, to the left and down the street. That is an interesting construction for stairs there. And how stable that is. Man, it's kind of a nice bed and basket. Oh, look. I wonder if that's always full of water. Caius' house. Oh. Hello. Are you Caius? What? Yes, I'm Caius Casades, but what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Casades? What are you talking about? Just want to make sure you are Caius. I'm just an old man with a skooma problem. Oh, well. I was told to report to you. So, you say your name is Adara at Bantha, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it? Yeah, sure, here. Yes. Very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Adara? I mean, do I have a choice? Why does he want me to be a blade? I don't understand. I mean, I am halfway around the world from where I know anybody, so I guess I can stick around. Yes? Good. Welcome to the service, Novice Adara at Bantha. Now, you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our blade trainers now. Or, if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. You have trainers? Yes. These Blades agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithleen, Termillion, and Nine Toes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Servain Lorraine. In Outrun, see Gildan. Jorvar Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Outrun. And then there's also Elone the Scout. And she can be found in Aureli's trade house in Saint Anin. Oh yeah, I met her. I also know of a few Blades trainers on the mainland if you ever find yourself there. Idra Uvelin lives in Firewatch. You can find Aquilinius at the Ebon Tower in Old Ebonheart. And Dower has a house in Belfoyen. There may be other agents working on the mainland, but these are all you need to know about right now. Okay. Can you train me? You can. Unarmored, speechcraft, and hand-to-hand. Okay, so... yeah, I'll look into them. So, what is it that the Emperor wants me to do? What orders can you give me? First thing, Pilgrim, you're new. And you look new. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience. Or go out on your own, look for freelance work, or trouble. Then, when you're ready, come back, and I'll give you some orders. Alright, 200 gold, gee. Well, thanks, Caius. I mean, I'm a decent fighter, so tell me about the Fighters Guild. The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You ought to start your services with Idis Fireeye, the Balmora guild steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercius, the Outrun guild steward, I know and trust, but he only handles higher-ranking assignments. Okay. Mages Guild, I'm not going to join them, but tell me about them. It's a guild for the arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you want to be a wizard, join and work your way up the ranks. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. Interesting. Renus Atheris is the guild steward, so talk to her if you want to join up. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but her apprentice Ajira seems okay for a Khajiit. For a Khajiit, huh? What about the Imperial Cult? The cult worships the Nine Divines, the Aedra, Akatosh, Debella, Arke, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, and Julianos, and Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for outlaws or outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing enlightenment to the heathen Dunmer. You can see Summatus Vunis at Fort Moonmoth, to join. But you have to go to Ebonheart if you want to become a lay servant. What's a lay servant? Lay servants serve the Imperial Cult by doing various tasks. Not a lot of excitement, but safe, honorable, and rewarding. First, you have to join the Imperial Cult, then go to the Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart to get work. See Sinolian Tunifist to become a lay healer. See Eulis Chopter to become an almoner, a fundraiser. And then see Kay to become a shrine sergeant. They do the more dangerous jobs. Okay. In Fort Moonmoth, that's the fort I just passed? Right, it's the Imperial Legion garrison southeast of Balmora. Just head outside. Just outside of town, rather. Rad Hardheart, is the knight in charge. Between the Imperial Legion and Imperial Cult staff, they have about a dozen service providers out there. Alright, tell me about the Legion. Did I already ask about that? No. Tell me about the Legion. The Imperial Legion has several fort garrisons here on Vardenfell. The lower ranks handle law enforcement, escorts, rescues, dangerous predators, diseased and blighted beasts, and so forth. Only one fort accepts recruits, Fort Darius in Nisus. Nisus is a frontier outpost, isolated, a little rough, but good experience if you're interested. See General Darius in Nisus. Continue. If you're looking for a safer posting, you should seek out Old Ebonheart on the mainland. In Old Ebonheart and Firewatch, the other major colonist city on the mainland, the Legion acts as a local guard force, settling disputes, guard duty, and so forth. As I said, a safer posting. Old Ebonheart's a boat ride south of Vivek. There we go. Alright, and you said freelance work. What do you mean by that? You could always just wander around and ask for work. Hunt monsters and sell their hides, collect ingredients for alchemists, prey on bandits and smugglers, search for ruins for loot. All you need are better skills and conditioning and knowledge of Morrowind, and spend what you earn on equipment and training. Then come back a little less wet behind the ears, and I won't have to worry so much about you when I send you out on a mission. Okay. Well. Man, there's a lot of things here to ask about. Alright, so we got the Blades trainers we gotta ask about too. And the Blades itself. Here we go. So the Blades, we're spies. We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. We watch the Emperor's enemies. We look for opportunities. We make reports. And when the Emperor commands, we obey. But we're only one of the many guilds and factions in Morrowind. You should know a little more about Morrowind politics before you get involved with any of these other groups. Guilds and factions? Oh my god. There are groups favoring imperial interests, or the groups favoring imperial interests are the Blades, Imperial Cult, Imperial Legion, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, and Thieves Guild. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests are House Veteran, House Lalu, House Tavani, Temple, Morag Tong, the Kamanatong, and the Ashlanders. And yeah, and almost all of these are factions you can join. So like Oblivion, we had the Mages Guild, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, and Fighters Guild. That's it. They have more than that just like in the first sentence here. Crazy. Okay, so we've talked about the Blades, Cult, Legion, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild? In the rest of the Empire, the Thieves Guild is a more or less organized group of local criminal syndicates governing illegal trade in their communities. Here in Morrowind, the Thieves Guild is the newcomer. The established local crime lords are called the Kamanatong. The Thieves Guild doesn't advertise, partly because to avoid the law, and partly to avoid the Kamanatong, who have sworn to destroy the upstart Thieves Guild. Sugar Lips Habasi over at the South Wall is the local guild boss. Oh, I probably saw her when I was in there then. Tell me about the Kamanatong. They're Morrowind's native criminal syndicate. They're tough and ruthless, and have connections in the higher ranks of House Lalu. The Kamanatong compete directly with the Thieves Guild for control of illegal trade, and Kamanatong will not tolerate competition. Compared with the Kamanatong, the Thieves Guild is relatively decent and honorable. Certainly less brutal. They don't accept Outlanders as members. Forget about it. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a faction that you just can't join. House Veteran? That's one of the three great Dunmer houses on Vardenfell. A very serious and honorable bunch. It's difficult for an Outlander to join and rise in their ranks, but the great houses are where the power lies in Morrowind. Talk to veteran counselors if you want to become a veteran retainer. Okay, that sounds promising. House Lalu is one of the three Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best Imperial tradition. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an Outlander, but the great houses hold the power in Morrowind. Talk to Lalu counselors if you want to become a retainer. Okay. And then Telvanni is one of the three Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell. Their nobles are 1,000-year-old wizards. Telvanni are supposed to hate politics, foreigners, and just about everything else. But the Vardenfell Telvanni are apparently more ambitious and adventurous than most. I don't know much about them, but they do hire Western mercenaries, and some even rise higher in the ranks. Talk to Tevani counselors to find out more. Alright. The temple. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship 3 god kings, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, who are also known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concept or their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldrello Sadri at the Balmora Temple if you're thinking about joining. Alright, and then Ashlanders. Oh no, Morag Tong. The Morag Tong is a guild of executioners and assassins, completely legal and guided by a strict code of conduct. It's an ancient Dunmer society, steeped in traditions, but I know and respect a few Westerners who belong to the Command or the Morag Tong. They are nothing like the Dark Brotherhood, but I have no idea how to join them. Ashlanders. I don't know much about the Ashlanders. Most people say they're murderous savages, but most people are idiots. I know they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of the tribes. I don't know why anyone would want to. Alright. Now we have to ask about all the trainers. Need a sip of water. There's a lot of reading in this game. And not just from books like it is in the other Elder Scrolls games. Okay. So we have Rithleen. Rithleen, or Warrior Rithleen, lives two houses south, upstairs. Okay, so she's a warrior. Oh, we can't ask about it again, huh? Okay, so Tirmalin? Tirmalin? Hero Tirmalin lives 2 houses south, downstairs. Okay, so they all live in the same house. Interesting. Nine Toes. To get to Hunter Nine Toes, leave my door facing south. Go right, down the steps, then turn left and head south. Look for his door on your left. Okay. Serene Lorraine? Serene Lorraine. Mage Serene Lorraine is... It might be Saran Lorraine, I don't know. Is in Caldera, the next town north. Her half-timber and stone house north... Her half-timber and stone house north sits between the twin towers of the North Gate and the Governor's Hall. Okay, I'll try to remember that when we're there. Don't know when we'll be going there. Where are we? This guy, Gildan. Nightblade Gildan lives in Outrun, the veteran district seat north of here, beyond Caldera. Gildan is in the southeast corner of town, in a house to the right of the steps up to the temple. Yeah, and I think I think we'll be able to sleep in any of their beds. Jorvar? Master at Arms Jorvar Horsemouth lives in a Gwar herder's hut in the middle of nowhere west of Caldera. I've only been there once and couldn't give you directions. Go look for him if you feel like a little hike. All right. And last one is Elone. Elone the Scout can usually be found at Aureli's trade house in Sedanin. You know where that is. You're right in Sedanin by boat. Okay. Whew. Anything else in here? I don't think we talked about Aquilinius. Warrior Aquilinius can be found in Ebon Tower. Oh, these are people in the mainland. In Old Ebonheart, southeast of Vivek. His post is the palace's high chambers. Oh, wow. Dower. Agent Dower lives in Belfoyan, the main port of House Lalu on the inner sea, southwest of Vivek. Her house is on the west side of town. Let's see, there should be one more. Idra. Scout Idra Uvelin lives in her house in Firewatch. That's across the inner sea to the south or to the northeast, near the tip of the Tavani Peninsula. Her house is in Uriel's Quarter, in the south part of the city. Uriel's Quarter. All right, I think that's everything.
Greetings.
Greetings. Yeah, quite the mess here. All right, guys. Well, we have made it to Caius's. We've delivered the package, and he kind of just told us to get out there and live. Which is such a crazy thing for like a main quest to do. Like, we're not going to give you the next main quest. Go out there and explore. I love the concept of it. But yeah, we can see here on the map where we've gone to, and he's highlighted some of the cities that he talked about. Ghost Gate is really interesting. I kind of want to go check that out. We can kind of just go anywhere now, so we want to join the Fighters Guild too. And that's kind of the path we'll be taking with Adara. As we stand out here in the rain, sit under the awning here. Yes, and I already really like Balmora a lot. It's a beautiful place. I'm so excited to really dive into some of the dungeons and the gear and the loot and start really exploring this world. We'll start doing in the next episode. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.